What is good, guys? Today's video, we're talking Monster Hunter Rise. Capcom had their game stream where they showed off a bunch of games that they're going to be releasing in the near future on TGS, and Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories was part of that. So I just thought I'd bring you all the details and keep you up to date on everything that they showed off during that session. So firstly, they had a small remix to a trailer that they did on the reveal event. It showed a bunch of weapons that we hadn't seen before, and it was only like a 5 to 20-second bit of gameplay, but it had some spicy stuff in there, stuff that people are getting excited for on Twitter and on just online in general. So I just wanted to make sure that if you had missed a stream, that you can keep up to date on all this information. But tomorrow's stream, that's where we're going to get that meaty gameplay, and we're going to show off all, like, they're probably going to show off a bunch of games, so that's going to be hella cool. So tomorrow is where the good stuff, so make sure that you are subscribed so you can catch all of that stuff. So in the remix of the trailer, they had a clip of the Lightbow Gun. So we got our first look at the Lightbow Gun. It looks like they actually added a move using the wild bug that's quite similar to the evade rolls or the dodges from in Monster Hunter GU. Like in Monster Hunter GU, you could kind of like sprint around and kind of evade the monster a bit quicker or like dodge out of the way. It looks like they've actually added this to the wire bug in Monster Hunter Rise, which is cool because I never used the Lightbow Gun all that much in GU, so because I never played GU all that much, but this is going to be cool to try it out in Monster Hunter Rise. They actually had a new move for the Lance as well. Lance is one of my fan favorite like weapons. It's like me, like I always want to use a Lance, but I feel like it doesn't do enough damage. So the fact that anytime they add like a new move to a Lance, I'm so gassed to see what it is, but I'm never end up having that much playtime on the Lance. I know some people out there probably feel the same way, but with the Lance, they've added kind of like a dual thrust. I think you attach to the monster and you just thrust through the monster, and then you reverse and you go all the way back through the monster as well. It would be interesting to see if there's more additional moves on the Lance as well that they got, because World kind of changed it up in terms of like how you had a lot more like mobility with the Lance and a lot more like parry and counter options as well. So that looks spicy. I hope to see more of the Lance and more of like even the gun Lance as well, because those weapons I just feel like they're underrated. And then you obviously had everybody's favorite Weeb sword, which is a long sword, and the long sword got a kind of spirit slash combo type move. I'm not too sure if this is part of the spirit slash combo that you can actually do, but it did seem to use the wire bug somehow. So it looks like we're spinning and hitting more things. And if it's some like shortcut into the spirit combo, I don't know at the moment, but it looks like we're spinning around, and it's spin to win with the longsword, even more so than in the past. And then we had the hammer. The hammer seemed like it was the star of the show this time. There was just dunks, slams, and just madness. There's a move where he just like absolutely powers up, uses the wire bug to throw themselves up into the air and then just come down with a just vicious impact, which was absolutely just nuts. They did say on the stream that there's going to be a bunch of moves around large barrel bombs as well. So I don't know if they're bringing back kind of like this alchemy playstyle. I think that's what it was called from GU, where you can actually use barrel bombs to as part of your move set. But it looks like that is going to be the case because there's some additional moves that they said that you're going to be able to utilize when you have large barrel bombs, which is cool. You're going to be able to dunk some monsters while they're sleeping and just dash a bomb on their head, which is going to be great. They showed off more of the spider monster. Everybody was saying this was Nursilla, but the more that we see of it, we don't know if it's a variant or what's going on, but it's a new spider. We're all going to get creeped out when we get stuck and bugs are crazy, but it's nice to see variety in terms of like the monsters that they actually have in this game. And they had a small bit of information on Monster Hunter Stories as well, which they also said that we're going to see a bunch of gameplay from tomorrow, which is going to be so cool. Because I don't know, I feel like Monster Hunter Stories just looks cool. Like Monster Hunter Stories 2 just looks cool. I like the graphical style, looks very Breath of the Wild, looks like a great RPG. I can't wait to get stuck into this. So the details that they said was all the Rathalos have gone missing. Your main dude basically has a Rathalos. You don't actually play as the character called Red. You play as Red's son, and Red is essentially a great Monster Hunter rider, and he's one of the greatest Monster Hunter riders. And you basically play as the descendant, and you're going to be able to create your character. So they showed off a bunch of the character creator system, and there was the person in the sword and shield. I would say so myself, looks so cool. I'm liking that aggressive anime look that you can give them. So they showed off the character creator. They said they're going to be a couple more weapons coming in the final game. They actually showed the 4 there, and they said there was 2 more coming, which is pretty cool. But that's it for now, guys. That was it. That's all it was. It wasn't too much information. Most of the information should be coming in tomorrow's stream. So I'm excited to see what the gameplay looks like from both of these games, because just get that Monster Hunter all up in my body, you know, all up in my body. But I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button. If you did like any of those weapon clips in there, drop down below. I think the weapons, the hammer's looking hella cool so far. It's not going to sway me from the longsword because I live that weeb life, but that is it. You know what I'm saying? The longsword is it. So we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Might actually bring Alex along to talk through what actually happened. But other than that, peace out. Laters.